Hey everybody, it's Codebreaker146, and a lot of people know me as Codebreaker146, and I'm new to the King of Kings, and first of all, like Anything Goes Show said it in his previous video, or is his introductory like it is mine. Thank you, Ms. the Champ, for giving me the opportunity to, come on this channel, and do some videos, some extra videos from being my normal channel, just doing DVDs and stuff like that, and to going on to do some wrestling topic related videos. And as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be doing what was the worst WrestleMania of all time. Now, not only this is a question that a lot of people have has been swirling around the YWC for a very long time. Now I'm gonna kind of relate a topic about it in a separate video, which you are watching now, hopefully, if you clicked on it. And now there's been a lot of bad WrestleManias. There's been a lot of good WrestleManias. There's been 29 WrestleManias total. Now, when I think of WrestleMania to be good, or the keys to a WrestleMania, it has to have a lot of crowd participation. The crowd must be into it. The crowd must be fired. They must be pumped up for this WrestleMania. It's the biggest show of the year, of course. And not only that, you're going to have match quality. You're going to have a lot of good matches. You're going to have to, well, not a lot of good matches, but like at least have very good, consistent matches that deliver for their purpose only for the WrestleMania. Not only that, you're going to have the glow of the arena, the way the WrestleMania feels, the way it flows, the way the show flows, and when it doesn't feel like a regular Raw, it has to feel something like a big show that actually means something. So we've had a lot of bad WrestleManias. To name off a few, WrestleMania 9 at Caesar's Palace, WrestleMania 11 in Hartford, Connecticut, WrestleMania 15 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And a lot of people say, oh, that's not a bad WrestleMania, but in my opinion, if you watch the show, I think you'll see what I'm talking about, because there's not a lot of good matches except Rock and Austin, but that's another story. WrestleMania 2000, I know I'm probably going to get hate from that, but the TLC matches and the Fatal 4-Way match wasn't enough to save the show at all. WrestleMania 25 was, I guess, a lot of people hate on it because of the main event of that match and how it just dragged on in a huge amount of time, and they had about like 40 minutes to work with in that time frame, and they didn't do really anything special at all. I mean, they had a lot of good matches. They had a Money in the Bank match that was very good. They had the classic Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match. You had the Hardys, Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy, and the Extreme Rules match was really good. But other than that, there really wasn't a lot to bring to the table, because a lot of people know the reason why was because Undertaker and Shawn Michaels didn't go on last. But at that time, I guess that makes sense because it wasn't really booked that well, and John Cena, Edge, and Big Show, they couldn't have gone on last. I mean, I bet that was Mr. McMahon's intention, but since Triple H was WWE Champion, he got the fair say, and that's why he was main eventing with Randy Orton. Although Randy Orton should have won the match, although he didn't want the backlash. But anyway, we've had a WrestleMania 27, one of the worst WrestleManias in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Georgia Dome. A lot of stuff to say about that one. WrestleMania 29, I'm just going to pull it out right there. Not the best WrestleMania, not the worst WrestleMania, but it felt like Raw. And if you watch any videos from any people from the YWC that's going to be ranting or reviewing that WrestleMania, they're going to say it felt like a Raw. It didn't feel like a big show. And the way that they booked it was main event after main event after main event after main event, because they had the World Championship match, the World Heavyweight Championship match, at least they get buried in the beginning of the show. You had the World Heavyweight Championship match. You had Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. Then you had Undertaker versus CM Punk right after the World Heavyweight Championship match. Then you had Bork Lesnar versus Triple H, and then you had WWE Championship match Rock versus Cena. And that's what hurt the WrestleMania. They could have put Chris Jericho and Fandango versus there. They could have had the 8-man tag team match with the Chip and Wales of Brodus Clay and Tensai with Cameron and Naomi, the Funkadactyls, against Damian Santos, Team Road Scholars versus the Bella Twins. Versus the Bella Twins. That's an unfair handicap match. But anyway, you know what I meant. But yeah, it just felt like a very, it felt like a really good Raw. It just did not feel like a WrestleMania. Now, this is going to be a very short video, but this is a video for all of you that are watching this video What was the worst WrestleMania of all time? I want your comments in the comment section below. And give me a really good reason, because if you just say WrestleMania 9 out of the blue, you have to give me a reason. I really like a reason, because I want to get all your opinions and thoughts on this. And thank you again for viewing this video, and thanks again for Ms. the Champ for letting me be in King of Kings. I'm CodeBreaker146, and if you like to hit the subscribe button, I might put a link in the description down below. So see you later, guys. Peace.